Guess who's having whiskey on an empty stomach? Colonel H. Taylor, small batch. Pooah. Welcome to KIllco. My name's Brian, and the first thing I want to do is thank Stanley Wagner Jr. for donating this bottle to the channel. You can find him on Instagram at _mashbill. He's doing stuff over there. He has been instrumental in keeping me sane for the past year with conversation and whiskey. As per usual, I want to say I know nothing about this bottle, but I know things about this bottle, little things. Like lots of people like this whiskey specifically, and the tube that goes with it. There's your boy right there. He's got a top hat. I want a top hat. I can tell you what's on the label. And for some reason, this label's it's got some kind of thing to it. From what little I looked at. Straight Kentucky bourbon whiskey, so it's 100 proof. Of topmost class. Very fancy signature. Old-fashioned copper distillery. And this is the part that caught my attention. This yellow label is in exclusive and conclusive use. Clearly, I don't exactly understand what that means, but it makes it seem very fancy, which I'm a fan of. Well, we'll learn more about this later. I want to get drinking this because it just looks good. It just looks good. It does. There's plastic on top. I don't know if I like or dislike that. Ugh. This feels like breaking the seal somehow in some weird way, because there's actually a band. All it says is 100 proof, but I know some of these used to be on here for like tax purposes or something. I really don't know. I just have heard things, and I know once I rip this off, I can't give it to someone else. I don't know. There are rules and things about this. I don't exactly know what. Pause it for cook pop. Oof. Mm-hmm. Is it just me, or does it seem like this bottle has wide shoulders? Oh, yeah. The color. This is exactly what I want to see out of a bourbon. But again, having that funny moment where I'm looking directly at it and going, yeah, well, and then I'm looking at it on the screen and going, oh, that looks much better. Decide for yourself. It looks like a lovely bourbon to me. And honestly, all I want to do is drink it, but we have to go through the process here, don't we? Yes, we do. I have to admit, I did get a bit of a smell of this when I opened it. It's happened a few times when I open them. But it smells like a lovely bourbon. And I'm so ready for this. I'm kind of hyped up for it because I know this is something people go after for some reason, but I don't really know why. Hopefully we'll find out. Oh. It's making me think of baked goods. It smells very sweet. Caramelly. Caramelly? Caramelly. Memory is telling me this is similar to the 1792 foolproof I had a while ago. It's reminding me of creme brulee, which is a good thing. I seem to like sweet whiskeys. I seem to like sweet bourbons. Same thing. I'm getting a little more alcohol in the smell than usual. But again, it's 100 proof, so that isn't too surprising. Honestly, it's reminding me of Wild Turkey 101 in that sense, anyway. Note to self in the future, don't try reviewing whiskey when you're hungry, because I'm thinking of all these baked goods like cookies and cinnamon cakes and stuff just by smelling this. It's making me think of spiced cookies. I like it. I like the smell a lot. My mouth is out of control right now. I'm having problems speaking because all I want to do is drink this. And again, I'm also hungry, so that doesn't help. So let us get into the tasting part, which is, the favorite part of drinking whiskey, I think. Ah. Oh, right there. It's not too spicy, actually. It's got more oak taste to it than I thought it would. tingling my tongue just a little, not crazy. But again, that's the first sip. And as I usually like to say, I think, do I start usually saying things? I don't know yet. In general, first sip, just drink the damn thing. Don't think about it too much. I'm kind of worried about having this on my tongue for a minute, but that does seem to be the thing I do. I'm probably going to regret that in the future. I might regret that right now. We'll see. Here we go. Ha! Oh, it's much spicier. Baked goods all over the place. Cinnamon and spice. I don't... Not nutmeg. Ow! It is hot. But I like that. I mean, I like higher proofs to begin with. Still very sweet. Still caramel. Oh. It's really nice. But I'm also aware of what the price range is. And this is still reminding me a lot of Wild Turkey 101, which is a staple usually in my, over here. Problem at the moment is that I only have this much of it left. So as for the aged Taylor, it is very... the finish lasts quite a while. I don't know if that's because of the proof. I don't think so. But it's sticking around. I like it. More oak notes at the end, really. Nothing crazy. And sweet, of course, because it is very sweet to me. Kind of. Sort of. Ooh. One more sip. Then we will look up more information. See what else we can find. A little extra vocabulary would be nice. It's really good bourbon. Can't lie about that. It's got some personality, is the nice way for me to put it. Nothing too crazy, but it's definitely wearing a top hat, we'll say. It's the spices that are really standing out. Not so much cinnamon, I don't think. Granted, I don't shove cinnamon in my mouth. But it's giving that kind of spiced cookie thing, or almost... As I sit here just kind of meandering through my head, it's more of a... It's reminding me of pumpkin pie, which is weird. It doesn't taste like pumpkin pie, but kind of the spices that are used in pumpkin pie, I guess. Not actual pumpkin pie itself. Alright, I definitely enjoy this. That goes without saying. I was hoping I would, but now that I am trying it, we need to learn a little more about it right now. Link to the app/website I use is down below. Right, there's a fair amount of information here. We will start with the average price paid because I need to have some kind of regularity to this. And the funny part about this website/app is the average price paid is always so freaking bizarre. In this case, $47.81. Typically, I should say it's probably around $50, depending on where you are. All right, here we go. Community Nose Profile. Brown sugar, corn, oak, caramel, vanilla, and raisins. That one's pretty random. Brown sugar, sure. Oak, a little bit. Caramel and vanilla is really what I'm getting more of. Oak, a little. Corn and raisin. A little swirly swirl. See if we can get more of that out of here. Maybe sweet corn, but I feel like I'm just trying to convince myself of that. All the standard bourbon notes are here, though, and it's lovely. Community flavor notes. Brown sugar, caramel, oak, spicy, vanilla, pepper, and cinnamon. Let's double check, make sure. Oh, yeah. This is really nice. I don't think I'm very picky with bourbons, though, but I am thoroughly enjoying this, and I might pour more later. That's going to be a problem. I'm running into whiskeys where I'm like, I will drink more of this, thank you. Community finish profile, vanilla, pepper, cinnamon, oak, leathery, and spicy. I like the idea of leathery. It is sticking around for a while, but I wouldn't... Leathery as a taste is hard for me to think about. When I think of the idea of leathery as a taste thing, it doesn't work. I think of beef jerky or something that's hard to eat. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But as a smell, I can understand it. As a finish profile, I get it, but I'm also confused. All right, here we go. We're going into the official overview. So this is all the official stuff. Some of it I knew, but only because I actually read the tube that it came in. There's a whole spiel about it, which we'll be hearing momentarily. Origin, USA, Kentucky. ABV is 50%. Type, Kentucky Straight Bourbon. Age, no age statement. I feel like I have to do this in an accent, and I'm sorry if I offend anyone. This small batch bourbon is named after Colonel Edmund Hayes Taylor, an incredibly important figure in bourbon's history from the 1800s, owned a whole host of distilleries and innovated production methods which are still used today. It's only right that the Colonel E.H. Taylor small batch lives up to his name by being absolutely amazing. I'd say it's very good. Absolutely amazing. Official taste. I feel like I have to do this whole thing in an accent now, or else it's just... Tastes of caramel corn sweetness mingled with butterscotch and licorice. I said caramel corn, didn't I? But again, I didn't get that on the nose. There's no nose profile. What the heck? That just threw me off. Official finish. The aftertaste is a smooth mouthfeel that turns into subtle spices of pepper and tobacco. I'm seriously weirded out that there's no official nosing profile thing. But whatever. As far as I'm concerned, this is a glorious bourbon. But again, as I often do, I compare bottle prices as opposed to how much I can get a Wild Turkey 101 for. And if the price of this is around $50, I can get 2 bottles of Wild Turkey 101, which seems similar, but this I feel like is just a little better, if only because of how it's presented. You know, they got the fancy tube and the fancy bottle and the history, and, you know, it's presented in a whole different way. And that's why I think a lot of people go chasing it down. I know there are a whole line of these, like there's a whole bunch of E.H. Taylor stuff. But again, I know nothing about it because I've never tried them. This is the first one I remember trying, and it's very good. And I hope to try it again someday. I'm going to try to make this last a while because it's really good. But I know I have a habit of drinking high-proof bourbons a little faster than everything else, so we'll see. Anyhow, until next time, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome and sláinte. Thank you for joining me on KIllco. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.